Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I'm Pooja, your science teacher from Vistaslearning. I welcome you all for Vistaslearning. I hope you all are ready for today's session, right? Yes. So let us wait a minute, let everybody join by that time, then we will go into our topics. So, what are we going to talk today? What is the new chapter that I have told you all we will be starting today? We will go into the topic. Let us wait a minute, let everybody join by that time. Yes, what are we going to talk today? As you all are knowing that the next chapter under 8th standard science is conservation of plants and animals, right? Yes. Today in this session we will be starting up with this particular new chapter. Yes, this is a very interesting chapter actually. You will be learning about so many plants, animal species and many other things. Yes. So, why to wait then? Let us go into the topic. And in today's session, what are we going to talk about? Here, we are going to talk about what is conservation of plants and animals, why it is important, and also about deforestation. We will be talking about all these points and also the causes or the effects of deforestation we will be talking about. So, I hope you all are excited for today's session, right? Yes. And then why to wait? Let us go into the chapter. Yes. So, what is conservation of plants and animals then? So, why is it important? Is it really important that we have to conserve all our plants and animal species? Yes, it is very important that we have to conserve our plants and animal species because we all know that there are many plants and animal species which are extincted already, right? Yes, we have to make sure we will protect them, we will conserve those particular species. So, you all might have heard of different wild sanctuaries, national parks, bioreservoirs, and why is it all needed? Why are we creating all of it? Because we all know as we are cutting off all the trees and all the forest is going, so all the animals, where do they live? Where do they have to live? If we are going on cutting all the forest and every trees, so what happens to them? Even they need shelter, right? Yes, that is why we have started building all those national parks, biospheres and wildlife sanctuaries in order to make sure we will conserve all those plants and animal species, right? Yes, and also when it comes to plants, not only animals. When it comes to plants, it is very important that we will not go on cut the trees every now and then because when all the trees are gone, what do we do? How do we get the air, oxygen, everything? So it is very important that we have to make sure we will conserve our plants and animals also. So then what next we were talking about that we will be telling about the deforestation, right? Yes. So that would be our actually the next topics. So here you all are seeing there are multiple things as you all can see. There are birds, there are flowers, there are animals. Yes. So all these animals and many other birds, plants, everything exists in our environment, right? Yes. So we have to make sure we will conserve them. Yes, that is very important because we keep on cutting all the forest for many other purposes. I will let you know for what and all purpose we are actually cutting all these trees and we are getting rid of all those forests. Why? For what purpose humans are using all this? Yes, we will talk about all that also. So you are seeing so many animals here, right? Not only these, there are multiple variety of animals and plants and trees which we have, right? Yes, we have to make sure we will conserve all of them. We have to protect all of them. So then what are we doing actually through this particular process like deforestation? These all animals and plants, it is very difficult for them to survive, right? Yes. So then what is happening as you all are seeing that it is a forest but it is almost like all the trees are cut down here one side. In this type of situation, in this type of environment, how can our animals live? They're cutting down all the trees there, right? Yes. So in this type of environment, it becomes very difficult for our animals to survive or for our vegetation to grow. Yes, a major threat to the survival of all these organisms, all these animals, plants, birds, and many other things is deforestation, which we all are actually seeing in our day-to-day life, right? When you will be seeing a tree there, you go and see that road after some days, there will not be any trees at all. So that is what actually happening. We humans are actually going into deforestation more and more as time is going. That is actually could be a very bad habit, because as you are seeing, there would be many plants and animals which are suffering from this, and at the end it will come to us also, right? Yes, it will affect humans also. And then we will let us have a discussion about what is deforestation, what are we all doing. Yes, you all are seeing a picture here, right? One side there is a dense forest, and another side they are cutting down all the trees and they have made it into a land. Yes. So then what is deforestation? Here, what we are doing is we are cutting down all the trees and everything in order to do many other things. May it could be like a cultivation purpose, may it could be for growing any other things or building houses or factories and many other things. Yes, this is how actually deforestation is happening. So deforestation is, we know that deforestation means clearing of forest and using that land for many other purposes. May it could be for cultivation, may it could be for building factories, houses, and many other things. Yes, this is about the deforestation. So I hope you all have understood what is deforestation. And as I can see, Ishwant is joined. Good morning, Ishwant. Yes. So we were talking about we are cutting down many trees, right? So for what and all purpose we are basically using these trees which we are cutting? So there are many other purposes which we are cutting these trees, right? As you all saw in the previous picture, we are clearing that land in order to make sure we might use it for cultivation or many other purpose. And then what are those? Let us have a look into all of them one by one. Yes, you all can see that is procuring land for cultivation. We are using or making all these arrangements by cutting down all the trees for cultivation purpose. And the next one would be, as I just told you all, for building houses and factories. Yes, we are, you all might have seen, we are building many factories, houses in many of the places now, right? Yes, how all that land we are getting by cutting down all the trees, by clearing all the forest. So this is how actually deforestation is affecting. And the next point is like making furniture or using wood as fuel. Yes, we all know that we are having wood furnitures, right? There are multiple types of wood furnitures which we all are using at home. You all might have seen. Yes, may it could be the chair or the sofa or the table, many other things which we are all are using from wood, right? Yes, and also in village sites they are using wood also as one of the fuel for burning purpose, right? Yes. So this is how we are cutting down trees and we are using it for different purpose. That is for procuring land for cultivation, building houses and factories, making furniture, or using wood as fuel. So these could be the few of the things or the listed which we all are using our trees, and for deforestation this is all happening. Yes, and then let us go and try to understand what are the other natural causes for deforestation. These all activities are human activities, right? We all are doing it. From our end, man made things, these all are. We are going manually cutting the trees and making use of all those woods for many other things. And what are the natural causes then? Yes, you all can see that picture, right? Yes, this is the forest fire. This actually could be one of the natural phenomena which happens, due to which the deforestation takes place. And also the other reason could be due to the drought. Yes. So these could be the droughts, and the forest fire could be the reason for deforestation. This will also be the natural reasons for the deforestation purpose. So I hope you all have understood this. Yes. So as I can see, Atulya is joined. Good morning, Atulya. Yes. So we already now spoke about what are the man-made causes for deforestation, how we are doing the deforestation, and also what are the natural causes for deforestation, right? Yes. So some natural causes for deforestation are forest fires and severe droughts. Yes. So then let us go into the next topic. Let us try to understand then what might be the causes or what are the effects that are happening due to deforestation. Yes, you all are seeing a picture behind me, right? Yes. So one side it is looking really good, the other side is not looking good, right? Yes, then what is the reason? Why is it happening so? We were in a good environment, right? So deforestation could take us from this good environment to such bad environments. Yes, this is happening even nowadays. So what is happening here? We all know we are cutting down all the trees, right? Yes, as a result of which carbon dioxide is increasing in our environment, and temperature is also increasing in our environment, which in turn causing global warming. Yes, it is causing global warming because we all know that all our trees and plants require carbon dioxide for their photosynthesis purpose, right? Yes. So we all know that plants will be preparing their own food by a process called photosynthesis. Yes, for that, our plants and animals are needing the carbon dioxide. So if you're cutting down all the trees, we will not get that much carbon dioxide for all those animals, right? Carbon dioxide will not be used by those plants and animals. As a result of which, carbon dioxide keeps on increasing in the environment. And what this carbon dioxide does is it will absorb the heat which is reflected by the earth. So, because of which the temperature keeps on increasing. So, temperature is increasing, carbon dioxide is increasing, that is causing global warming. We all know global warming could be very dangerous because it will have severe effects in our environment. Yes, so this is one of the effect which we are facing due to deforestation, that is the global warming. That is because the temperature of the environment is increasing because carbon dioxide is increasing. Yes, now you all can see this particular picture. Is this a nice land to live in? No, right? Yes, because see that land, it is very dried and it is broken. And here you're not seeing even a drop of water there, right? Yes, we all know how important it is for humans to have water because it is one of the very essential part of our life, right? Yes. So this is type of a situation, kind of a situation that is called as droughts, right? Yes, where there is no water, the land is not good for cultivation, we cannot survive, the humans cannot survive, the animals cannot survive, there is no plant growth which can be happening. Can you see any water bodies there or a drop of water which you all can see? It is a very dry environment, right? Yes. So this is how actually a drought may look like. Yes. So as you all are seeing, so what happens here is in your previous picture you saw that as the trees are, we are cutting down all the trees, the lesser the trees, the carbon dioxide will be used up for resulting increased amount in the atmosphere. So I just now told you all, as we are cutting down the trees, the carbon dioxide content will increase in our environment. Yes, and also the increase in temperature on the earth disturbs the water cycle and may reduce the rainfall. Yes, we were just talking about the increase of carbon dioxide, increase of temperature, because of which it will affect the water cycle. Yes, and due to which the water cycle is affected, there is effect in the rainfall. We will not get proper rainfall, because of which there would be situations like where we fall into droughts. Yes, so the water cycle is affected, because of which we are not getting the rainfall, because of which the situation is going into a drought type of condition, where it is very difficult for us to grow any crops because the land is very dry, there is no water, and even humans cannot survive at such type of environment where there is higher temperature, no water, and even the soil is not good. So I hope you all have understood about what are the situation or the effects that might happen due to deforestation. Then we will go on to the next topic then. Yes, what you all are seeing here is, so the next point what comes is the about the soil erosion and everything. So we all know that whenever there are more trees, the forest is more and it is nice, they will attract the rainfall, right? All our trees will attract the rainfall, and we will be growing many other crops. It will we can be in a good situation where we are having nice rainfall, we are growing crops, we are having food, we are having water, all the situation is nice. But we are cutting down all the trees, so there is an effect in the water cycle. So we are not getting the rainfall. So again, we have gone into the situation where we are not having water and the land has become very dry. And this also leads, the deforestation also leads to soil erosion. Yes, what happens here is, as you all can see the picture, there is a dry, broken land there, right? Yes, the physical property of the soil keeps on reducing, and the water holding capacity of the soil keeps on reducing. So water holding capacity is not there, the land gets dried and dried. So in a dry land, can we grow any crops? No, right? Because we all have seen in our first chapter, I hope you all remember, the texture of the soil has to be very good, the water holding capacity of the soil has to be very good. Then only we will be able to grow our crops. But in this type of land, can we grow any crops? It becomes very difficult, right? Yes. So this deforestation is also leading to soil erosion. So what is happening? You all are seeing here, right? The top layer of the soil will be blown away. Only the hard, rocky type of the soil will be present, and that is not actually good for cultivation purpose or any production. We cannot use this for this particular type of soil for cultivation, right? The hard, rocky soil, yes. So this is actually the soil erosion. The top layer of the soil will be blown away. So if there are more and more trees, they will prevent soil erosion, we say, right? How? How do our trees prevent soil erosion? Can anybody let me know in the comment section? How do our trees will prevent the soil erosion? I'll be waiting for all of your answers. Okay, think about it, how it might happen. So how actually our trees will prevent soil erosion? Actually, we have learnt about this point also in our previous classes. So you can definitely think once how our trees will reduce the soil erosion. Okay, so let me tell you all. So basically what happens whenever there is a more number of trees, the roots will go deep into the soil. They will hold the soil tight, and also they will make sure the top layer will not get blown away by the wind or anything. They will hold the soil tight, and that is how the soil will not get the soil erosion will not happen. And also our trees will help to it will help the soil to increase the water holding capacity, and that is very important, right? Yes. So this is how our trees actually prevents the soil erosion. Through the deep roots, they will hold the soil tight, and also they will increase the water holding capacity of the soil. So this is how our trees help in soil erosion. Yes, as you all can see there, Fewer the trees result in more soil erosion. Removal of the top layer of the soil exposes the lower hard and rocky layers. This soil has less humus and it is less fertile. As I just now told you all, as the top layer is blown away, we are having only the rocky type of soil, and that will not be fertile enough. That will not have any humus in it. That is how the soil texture goes low, and that is how the soil will not be fertile. We cannot grow any crop in that situation. So, and the next point would be like the fertile land gets converted into deserts, and it is called as desertification, and that is what is called as desertification. So I hope you all have understood the fertile land whichever we had, that is converted into deserts because the fertile soil is blown away. We are only having a hard rocky type of soil where that is not at all fertile. That is actually called as desertification. So I hope it is clear about the soil erosion and also about how deserts are formed, the desertification process also. Yes, you are seeing the next picture which is behind me, right? Yes, what is happening here? It is the floods, right? So whenever there is a huge rainfall which is happening, it is causing floods, which is affecting all of our lives, right? Because as you all are seeing here, this is a place which they all are living in. They have a house there. Look at the water level. It has actually filled the house up to one stage, right? So how can we live in this type of situation? The transport becomes very difficult. The survival of animals becomes very difficult. Even we humans cannot survive in such type of situations, right? Yes, this actually the floods will also be caused due to the deforestation process. Yes, why actually floods are formed? Because all might be thinking here, we are telling deforestation will be actually causing less rainfall. At the same time, we are telling it might be causing floods. How is that happening? You all are thinking about it, right? So if you're thinking about it, yes, you all are smart. Yes, it is a question which arises. We are telling deforestation, we are cutting down all the trees, the rainfall is reducing. At the same time, we are telling deforestation is actually causing floods. How? How is all this happening? Yes, I will tell you all how it is actually happening. Deforestation, actually, the floods which are coming, that is due to heavy rainfall, we say. Yes. So we have cutted all the trees, right? Because of which the soil fertility is decreased. I just now told you all we were talking about the water holding capacity of the soil. Yes. So the soil fertility has gone down. Water holding capacity of the soil has gone down. That is when, even if there is not so heavy rain, even if there is a heavy rainfall, this particular water the soil will not absorb. The water holding capacity of the soil is gone, because of which the water will not go into the soil will not absorb the water. That is when the floods happen, because they cannot go deep into the soil is not absorbing the water, because of which the floods happen. Yes, deforestation will also lead into floods. Yes, as we all can see, there could be many situations we all might have seen in recent times where there are floods happening, right? Yes, this deforestation could be one of the reasons for this type of natural calamities. Yes, that is why it is very important we make sure we will reduce this particular deforestation. We'll stop cutting down more and more of trees so that all these effects we will not go through. So I hope you all have understood about the different effects or the causes which is happening due to the deforestation. So in today's session, we spoke about what are the conservation of plants and animals and what is deforestation, what are the causes or effects that are happening due to deforestation. So that's it for today from my end. In our upcoming session, we will be meeting again and we will discuss about how this particular deforestation is actually affecting the animals, and about the different wildlife sanctuaries and many other national parks. We will be talking about all of those things in our upcoming session. Until that, keep watching We Learn.